The shadows of bustling Indian cities, a predator moved silently. He wore no mask. He held no gun. His weapon was a smile and a pinch of cyanide. Between 2003 and 2009, at least 20 women went missing across Karnataka. All were found dead in lodges or hotel rooms. No signs of struggle, no robbery, just lifeless bodies. And one chilling pattern, cyanide poisoning. The man behind these murders was Mohan Kumar, a former schoolteacher, a man who earned the nickname Cyanide Mohan. Mohan Kumar was born in 1963 in Karnataka. By most accounts, he lived a quiet life. He worked as a physical education teacher and had a reputation for being friendly and soft-spoken. But beneath the surface, something darker was brewing. In his mid-30s, Mohan's life took a turn. He began targeting young women, usually from poor or rural backgrounds. Most of his victims were desperate for marriage. He offered them love, stability, and promises of a better future. He often posed under fake identities, sometimes as a government officer, sometimes as a wealthy businessman. He would convince his victims to elope with him, claiming he couldn't wait for a traditional marriage ceremony. Once they were isolated from their families, he'd take them to a lodge, and then he'd hand them a pill. He told them it was a contraceptive, necessary before they could consummate the marriage. But the pill was cyanide. In minutes, the women would die, and Mohan would disappear, leaving behind a body and no trace of his identity. For years, the murders went unnoticed. Most of the women came from underprivileged families. Some police departments wrote the deaths off as suicides. It wasn't until a single mistake in 2009 that the trail began to unravel. Mohan's final victim was 22-year-old Anitha. Like the others, she was promised marriage. After her death, her family reported her missing and her body was found shortly after. This time, however, the police took a closer look. They found a name, a photograph, and a trail. Over time, they traced the pattern. Dozens of similar cases with eerily familiar details. When Mohan Kumar was finally arrested, the police found cyanide capsules in his bag, photographs of women, and letters he had written under various aliases. During interrogation, he showed no remorse. He admitted to the murders, calmly, methodically. He justified them as a means to an end, financial gain and control. His trial was one of the most sensational in Karnataka's history. In 2013, Mohan was sentenced to death for multiple counts of murder. The court called his crimes cold-blooded, calculated, and beyond human decency. But to this day, many believe the actual number of victims could be far higher than what's been officially confirmed. Cyanide Mohan's story isn't just about a killer, it's about how society often overlooks the vulnerable, how desperation can be exploited, and how evil can hide behind the face of a trusted man. He looked like a teacher, he acted like a gentleman, but he was one of India's deadliest serial killers. In the end, it wasn't just cyanide that killed, it was trust, broken in the deadliest way. Stories like that of Cyanide Mohan remind us how darkness can hide in plain sight, and how trust, when betrayed, can become deadly. If you found this story gripping, please consider subscribing to the channel for more real-life crime stories from around the world. We post new documentaries every week. Like, share, and leave a comment below. Your support helps us bring more untold stories to light. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.